you go up a team of this caliber. We're going to be jumping into that second map now when we're moving over to Siege. It is Junk Park, which is our map for this week.
And we are going to see BB for the first time in the monthly finals. So that's a really interesting thing. We hadn't seen BB used at all until today. And Jesse actually looking at the map right now. And two brawlers that we've never seen play before coming into the meta. So really interesting to see that.
Well, he just wants to show off the spooky Jesse skin. Gets up a frag, and Milcrea's going to get that the second bolt for his team. Trying to see some kind of retaliation from OPNOOB, and in bolt sent back over to the base. And it looks like first siege bot coming up in favor. It's already in that area. Just going to try and make that connection. A lot of damage taken away, but it all came down, and they were able to get 55% on that save, on that Ike, sorry.
That's a lot of damage early on for a one push, and it's definitely Jupiter now, which have a bit of control over the mid, and yeah, I'm struggling to see whether OPNOOB are going to be able to come back from this. If Jupiter keep getting this much damage as they do so, Milcrea just has Ben Kim wrapped under his thumb, as does Pankotsu there as well, and making it look so easy today, Trid.
Yeah, it's a bit of a breath of relief for OPNOOB. They've been able to get their own siege bot right now. So level 4, so nothing too powerful. And he's being stopped in the center. Great ult there, great super by Jackie to pull away the aggro and let the siege bot move forward. They are going to come back with the invulnerability shields though, so they should be able to juggle the aggro and stop this bot from hitting the Ike. Will allow a brief connection because we actually saw Milcrea go on the offensive, I think, a little bit too early, and I think that sacrificed damage. They weren't able to successfully juggle the siege bot.
Yeah, and zero control now as well, as all of OPNOOB went down there. I think maybe like a bit of overcommitment. They may have served themselves better to be a little bit on the defensive side of that push and just kind of remain in control. But yet now we see this, the push so far back, they can't gain control. A level 13 siege bot coming in for Jupiter.
Well, this is basically done and dusted because it's the last siege arc as well. They have no method of retaliation after this to equalize the health. And Milcrea is just abusing his range. Pankotsu gets the bounce with the bubble as well. They're maximizing the damage. And Jupiter will take the first game of Siege.
Jupiter showing no signs of slowing down
whatsoever. Like, this is their introduction to Brawl Stars Championship, and there may be some self-doubt about whether they were ready for it or not.
Well, they're not here to make friends. They're here to earn points and, of course, prize money. So with that in mind, I can absolutely empathize with why they're not showing that mercy. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
Oh, absolutely. An early lead in favor of Jupiter. Yet again, they have absolute domination here in the middle of the map. And they're going to get that level 4 siege bot to kick things off.
Yeah, I like Hageo's pick again of going with the long range. Brock can do so much effectiveness here by supering that mid area to make that distance between the bot going for the push on the siege Ike much shorter. So I fully expect that he'll be looking to cycle that super and get that wall down as quickly as possible.
With a level 4 siege bot, they've already dropped it down to 50%. That shouldn't be happening often, considering that all members of OPNOOB were alive when the push came in.
Yeah, you'd think so, and a lot of maybe errors happening there with regards to tanking that damage from the bot to kind of relieve the Ike. I love that jump there from Hagego getting out of harm's way of that Brock gadget, using it to great effect there, and a super going out, gets the takedown, almost gets the takedown, I should say, on Ben Kim. Second push coming in for Jupiter, level 8 this time.
Yeah, but OPNOOB have only been able to capture 2 bolts this entire game so far. Make that 3 now. Well, the chaos of the bots coming in here. The wailing down, hasn't made the connection yet. They're going to try and buy more time, but all members of Jupiter are here, and they're wailing on the Ike. It's all over. Jupiter again in a dominant fashion, taking the second map of Siege.